Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Holmes from White Box Gaming. This is video 2 of the Lost in Outer Space. As you can see, we've added on a few new things. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys around real quickly. Let's start with the shop real quick. Alright, so we have the Npc Shopkeeper. She's actually a very important person in the game. You'll interact with her a lot. She's also insults you on a daily basis, which is kind of funny. So what we have here, though, is the shop real quick. I'll kind of run you guys through this real quickly. Even though there's a whole tutorial on this, I'll explain it real quickly. So here's my WVG coins. You guys see me talking about WVG coins all the time. Like, hey, we're handing out free coins. This is where they're going to be used. All right, so we have two different types of currencies in this game. Don't let that deter you. This is not a pay-to-play, pay-to-win type game. So don't get that idea. WVG coins are mostly for things that are cosmetic. And as I said many times before, if you don't know this already, WVG coins are a regular drop item. It is true that you can pay real money to get WVG coins. That's probably the easiest way, obviously, to get WVG coins because they have a less than 1% chance to drop on an item drop. But nevertheless, you can go buy them. And they're actually not that expensive. It's not like ridiculous. They're like anywhere from 99 cents to just, up to 20 bucks, depending on how many you want. There's lots of different packages to choose from. Next, we have the copper coins. This is a new currency that we're introducing. This is a currency that we're going to probably start using on most of our games going forward, and I might retrofit it to some of our older games as well once we get a chance to update the older games. But just know that this is the currency that's going to be most commonly dropped in all of our products going forward. And as always, if you know like about our account system based system, you know that like the coins that you spend here is for your entire account. So it's like every game that you play, this is where it's the pool it's pulling from. So like your inventory, all your stuff in your inventory is going to be on here. So if you spend it here or on another game, it all comes from the same pool. So you have access to all that stuff. And actually, I will show you real quickly what I'm talking about. So as you can see right here is my coins. All right, here we go. Ancient stones. These obviously are not dropped in this game. Ancient stones come from a game called Rune Master. It's another product that we make. So why is this on here? These are on here because you can actually sell them for copper coins. And I have one in my inventory, so I could sell this for 1,000 copper coins if I wanted to. Same thing with polished ancient stones. I get 1,000 coins, and I can go buy them for real money for 3 WVG coins if I needed to buy one. Let's go ahead and flip through my inventory. Kind of see stuff here that we have. Alright, so you kind of get the idea, like you can buy and sell these rooms. So let's get to the stuff that actually really pertains to this game. Where the copper coins are really going to be useful to you in this game. Alright, your armor upgrades. Oh my god, like, as I'm building this game, like, I've realized how important health is. Like, you start out with 10 by default, which is okay in, like, the first 5 levels, but after that, it starts to get really difficult, and you really need a lot of armor. Especially when you're low level, your weapon does very little damage, and you gotta dodge the asteroids. What the heck is that? I'm going to show you guys in just a little bit. Other things here is the fire rate. Like, how fast your gun fires is really critical. So you always want to try to upgrade that. This is the cooldown period on mine is 0.23. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot of time, but trust me, in battle, that is a long time to have to wait in between your weapon firing. Semi-automatic to automatic. This is basically, do you want to sit there and click the key to death to fire it? Or do you want to just simply hold down on the key and it just auto fires for you? Very nice upgrade to have. The speed. This doesn't apply to me because I use a mouse. For the PC users, you guys have a clear advantage when it comes to ship speed because it doesn't really apply to you. Joystick users and people are wanting to use like the keyboard or get that classic feel, speed will be important to you. This is how quickly your ship moves around. All right, again, like the shopkeeper is insulting us. You know, it's humorous. I think it's funny. For this item, this is, you know, another item that's not related to this game, but it's in my, you know, it could be an item that you have in inventory. Can I go through here? All right, so I have 2 idols that I could sell. Idols are worth 5,000 copper coins. It's actually a pretty good deal because you can find these runes and stuff very easily in Rune Master. Like they drop like crazy, so it's like really easy if you go play Rune Master and like just stack up a bunch of runes and just sell them in this game to, like, you know, get coins. All right, so I think it's pretty much all of our game, our ship upgrades, as far as like stuff that's important. Now let's take a look at the cosmetics. All right, this is a custom ship. I customized this ship. This is on my test account. As you can see, the name is the computer. It's using the cyan color right now. I showed you guys this before, like how your ship's customizable. You know, whatever. This is where you're gonna come. Like I've revamped the shop, so it's a little bit more accessible. So that's how you can get there. Boom. All right, and then to exit, we're gonna click the X up here, and we're gonna come back to the shop. I've got rid of the information screen as of right now. It's going to be re-added, so those of you are like, hey, what the F? Where's it at? It's coming. I just got to add it back in. High scores, I don't remember if I went over this or not. Now we have 2 different players. We have the computer, which I've actually been playing this account through. As you can see, he actually has pretty good high scores. And then we have my personal account, which is Viper. High kills. Oh, wow, okay. My personal account still has the highest. Cool. Whatever. We'll get there. I'm going to go ahead and play the game. Now, this is not going to kick up the storyline because the storyline has already went through. I've already listened to it. So what is happening here in the storyline is that we're being hunted down by the first boss that we're going to encounter in the next level. But in this level, we simply are just flying through an asteroid belt, and we literally have to survive for 5 minutes in this asteroid belt. Like, we literally have to fly, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You could try to shoot the asteroids, but I guarantee you that you're not going to destroy them unless you had a bunch of WBG coins and you decked out your ship like right off the bat, like to where the weapon damage was like super high. Because asteroids have a ton of health, super hard to kill, worth a ton of points, drop an insane amount of copper coins when you kill it, but super hard to kill. So let's go ahead and check this out. All right, so for the next 5 minutes, I'm just going to be flying around in space, avoiding asteroids. As you can see, like I'm just shooting them, and like it's just nothing. Now I'm going to smack into one, so you can see it's pretty much instant death. Boom. You get hit by this thing, you are not living. Go back to the main menu. I'm going to change that to where it like will go and give you the option of main menu or play the game again or continue. All right, so on this one, by the way, in case you notice, on my level progress bar, it does not save your progress, which kind of sucks. So it forces you to fly through this mission the entire 5 minutes of survival. It's a survival mission. You have to literally survive the entire 5 minutes avoiding all these asteroids. It's not that bad. Honestly, it's just, you know, it's like a little bit of a time stopper. It takes a little bit of time to get through it. On the other levels progression, in case you have or have not noticed, they're based on your kills. So you progress through kills in the levels normally. So the quicker you kill the ships, or the faster you kill them, the faster you can level up in the regular levels, or at least most levels. In this particular level, though, this is a time-based level. So in this one, it's, again, like I said, this is all about survival. I'm planning on having levels that are also time-based, but in kind of like in a reverse fashion, where you have like X amount of minutes to kill so many ships, in X amount of time in order to beat that level. So it's kind of like this, but in a reverse type sense. All right, so we are a little bit over a quarter way, approaching halfway. It's kind of a slow process. I tell you guys, like, since we got a little bit of time here, I took these asteroids. These are actually the exact same asteroid. I just resized them and recolored it. So I thought it looked kind of cool. On the smaller asteroids, the original animation, it did not look like it matched up well to me. Like on the big ones, as you can see, like they're not like rotating like the best. So I took the original animation and I redid it with the red ones. So they're a little bit more, spinny on their animation, if you notice. And because of that change, I decided to go ahead and make them, like, since they were smaller, I feel like, hey, they should be floating through space faster. So they're coming at you faster. They also have less health. Still, nevertheless, a lot of health. I think they have like 30, 35 health, maybe 40, somewhere around there, between 30 and 40. The big ones, I think, have like 60 or 70 health. So with the big ones, the big thing is like, they drop a ton of copper. I think it's like 5 or 10k copper. And the little ones are going to be like maybe 1 or 2k copper. So that's a lot of copper coins for like just blowing up an asteroid. They also give you like super high points. I think they're worth like anywhere from like 10,000 to 25,000 points. So if you're going for score, these are the missions where if you have a really good weapon on your ship, you can really rack up some points really fast. All right, so, and again, just to kind of recap, like, why the heck we're floating through space and avoiding asteroids. In the storyline, which unfortunately you guys didn't get to see, we are running from this NPC called the Hunter. And he has the ship that I showed you guys some screenshots on our Twitter page. So if you've got Twitter, go check it out. You can see screenshots of me fighting this NPC. He's not hard at all, actually. He's pretty easy. He has a lot of health, and he'll hurt you a lot if you get shot by him. But honestly, he's pretty easy to defeat. Like I've killed him multiple times now without being hit at all. And that's not just because like I'm really good at this game, because you'll see as we get further along in this game that I'm really not that good. It really is that he's just not that hard of a boss, which is good, because he is the level one, the first boss that you encounter. So it's not that bad. All right, so thank goodness we made it through there. We didn't crash. All right, so let's continue the story here, and I'm just gonna read this. I'm not, like an actor or anything, so my voice is not like super sexy. Incoming message, Captain, from Kalingo. I don't know. This is like some just random alien name I found. This is the boss that I was talking about. On-screen lieutenant. All right, so here's the hunter, the guy. You pathic humans, you thought you could escape me, the great hunter of space. Ha ha ha. You're a laughable foe. Once we destroy you, we will salvage your ship for coordinates to your pathic civilization and destroy them too. Alright, so basically this guy is like, hey, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to find out where you came from, and I'm going to go and basically destroy your civilization, which these guys came from Mars / Earth. So basically, here we go. All humans will bow to us. We are the greatest warriors that have ever lived. Ha ha ha. Cut the transmission. So the captain's like pretty pissed at this point. She's like, whatever, dude. And Lieutenant's like, what? Everyone prepare for battle. Destroy his ship at all costs. If he escapes, follow him. Do not let him live. Humanity is at stake. We must win this fight. So the captain obviously gets it, like, hey, if you don't kill this guy, like, he's going to, try to find Earth and Mars and our solar system and kill our people. All right, so here we go. We're going to start the battle. All right, and I know we didn't get it because we didn't get to see the story, but the shopkeeper gives you a tip before you come over here. She tells you that he can't go, like, he has a weakness in maneuvering left to right. Like, he moves super fast, as you can see, but he has a weakness maneuvering left to right. And that's kind of like your tip from her on how to defeat him. And as you can see, he can't go all the way to the left or right. And he has like a trail that he lives behind him. With the bullets and whatnot.